Casey, Andrew, welcome to Inside South Florida.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
It is so exciting to have you, and I'm honored, quite honestly, because you have a special story to tell us today, and it's golfing with a purpose, golfing with a mission, and I'd love to hear from you because it is all to end hydrocephalus. How did you become involved in this? And we know it's near and dear to your heart.
It is. My now 8-year-old daughter was diagnosed when I was 32 weeks pregnant. She's had 5 brain surgeries. For those that don't know, that hydrocephalus is an accumulation or an abnormal accumulation of cerebral spinal fluid on the brain. The only treatment for that requires brain surgery and the placement of a shunt into her head. So that's how I got involved. Actually, another mother of a child with hydrocephalus saw me in the waiting room of my neurosurgeon's office and brought this paper over to me about the Hydrocephalus Association, who's the largest national private funder of hydrocephalus research, and they were doing a walk. She invited me to go, and that's kind of where it took off from there. So.
And you recently went to the National Hydrocephalus Convention or Conference in Tampa.
I did.
Tell us a little bit about that.
That was a great experience. So they do that every 2 years. I had missed the last one, but it's an opportunity for you to meet fellow families that deal with the same things you deal with, which is always, it's very tough to always feel like you're dealing with something that nobody else understands. So that was amazing. We got to see the latest research developments and things that the money that we're raising is going towards. So that's been it was just an incredible experience. It was really a great time.
And I'm sure that it feels great to know that you're not alone.
It does. It's the best thing. Even my kids, my daughter, who's a pretty shy kid, it was cool. She was blown away that she was meeting other kids with hydrocephalus. She literally got to shunt a brain while she was in the kids camp there. So it was very cool.
Puts a little power back into her.
It does.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
And speaking of community as well, not feeling alone, the community really has rallied around you in this. So what has their response been like for you and your family?
So I have an incredible support system, first of all, just starting with my family. That's been there since before Spencer was born. But I've also been at Jacaranda for 24 years, so we have a huge membership that always participates and rallies behind me, whether they play in the event or just donate to the event, sponsor the event. It's been great. So many people participate in the event every year that's allowed it to grow. So many of the same people, I should say. So that has allowed it to grow to over 200 golfers this year. It's going to be the best one we've had yet. So it's heartwarming, it's humbling, it always amazes me how generous and kind and caring people are.
Well, congratulations on the success.
Oh, thank you.
But again, just highlighting the beauty around it all is so special, and the fact that you're making an impact for so many, not just your own family, but so many others is incredible. And so tell us, what's one thing that you feel like you should say to the community to teach them, to educate them, to highlight something? Give us one thing.
Yeah, I guess first I would say to go to the Hydrocephalus Association website, which is hydroassoc.org. But I would say this condition affects over 1 million Americans, and there's only one treatment for it. There's no cure. The only treatment is brain surgery. So we're doing this to try to find a cure for hydrocephalus, but there's other things that can come along with that. There's better treatment options that they don't have to go into your brain to treat this every time you have an issue. So I think that's the biggest thing. It really is brain surgery, and it shouldn't have to be.
And it's one thing for our ISF viewers to watch this interview and be inspired, but it's another thing for them to act.
Yes.
So what's one way that the community can actually help?
Well, I mean, you can participate in the tournament. We have had a great outpouring of support this year for it, but we do still have a couple of spots left for that. There's some sponsorship opportunities available. And then you can donate. You can donate to the cause. It all goes to the Hydrocephalus Association. There are wonderful people in that organization that make sure it gets put to the right use. And that's truly the best thing you can do for us.
Well, Casey, you're definitely making a difference, and I hope you know that. So
thank
you for the work that you do for your family and beyond.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.